going to warm up with some body pull-ups and use a weighted pull-up as well in the pyramid scheme to the maximum that I can do without straining too much. My anticipation is we'll be picking maybe on 2 to 3 plates, depending on how I feel, maybe a little more. But this is not part of my program. I just miss weighted pull-up, I guess. Here's what's happening. I ended up going beyond just a warm-up. I decided to go for some sets. A pyramid type of scheme. I like working with 3 different percentage in the ramping repetition scheme. And I'm about to finish my last one of 6. I use the same scheme on my back squat on Monday. So today's Friday, the last day of the week out of 4 or 5 days. 3 main days, 3 intense day, and 2 active recovery days. So that's that. And the fun part is I've been supersetting the work weighted pull-up with my skill sets. Isn't that interesting? Because one thing I've learned is that it doesn't really matter how I spread the sets and reps. As long as I get the work done, I still get the benefit of it. That's just me. And one way to be time efficient, because we don't have all the time in the world to spend in the gym. So that's something I will do for myself, not necessarily for a client or anybody else, but that's something to keep in mind. If you can't go with a specific set, rep, scheme, and you don't have time to wait, in between and all these things, you're running out of time pretty much. Feel free to get creative, and as long as you get the work done, it should be substantial enough for you to get toward your goal. It may not be the most efficient way, but for what it's worth right now, I just wanted to make it interesting, maybe for the sake of the blog part, but as well for my own sake, because it's been like over a year that I really did some weighted pull-up, and I just felt like this year I want to incorporate a little bit of weighted pull-up. The only thing is this time I'm going to do things differently. I'm going to really stick to really sub-maximal load, so that I don't really tax myself, but going with heavy load and with really good control and perfect form, somewhat is going to carry over to any type of pulling endeavor that I'm working on. So that's my theory, and we're gonna test it and see how it goes. Worst case scenario, there's no worst case scenario, because I'm still gonna make my skill gains. I know that for sure. So that's that. Hope you guys understood a little bit of my perspective and how I was programming my working out today. pull-ups. Some of you may have wondered why I've been doing those slow motion archer pull-up. I'm just trying to hit the movement in different tempo and in different rep ranges, and based on the assumption that in one archer pull-up is about 85% of my 80 to 85% of my maximum strength to perform the whole pull-up. So I stick it around five repetitions, and when I go for tempo, for 10-second tempo like I'm about to do right now, I'm just keeping it to 1 and then build up. I've built up to like 2.5 on last cycle. So I'm breaking back down again and refining the position, the tilt of the pelvis, and building back again from one repetition. So that's pretty much how strength training works. It's a constant grinding. Sometimes it feels like you're not making progress, but things are being done on a cellular level. That's another thing about bodyweight training. It's just like you can go from 0 to 100 in a matter of a week. So you can never give up, and as long as you know that whatever you program is working, you should stick to the program and just enjoy the process. So I'm about to go for another boring session of slow motion archer on the way up and back down, about 8 to 10 seconds up, hold a second, and 8 to 10 seconds back down, and then alternate the arm and take a break 30 seconds to 1 minute in between each arm. And sometimes I take longer, man. Who cares? If I have time, I spend longer, as long as I can get back and recover as much as possible. It's for the best of progress. So that's that. Let me go and get it in.
think he's about to run it when he's done.